a safe, supportive community where people actually care, where people get it, where people know what it's like to have mental health issues, serious struggles, suicide attempts, being let down by the system, where people actually care about your story, where your voice is encouraged to be heard. What I'm talking about is Twitter Spaces in terms of the mental health community. But I'm talking about one specific mental health space. And I'm going to reveal the name of it coming up. But this is what this video is about. It's about how Twitter Spaces can, and hopefully will in your case, help you in terms of healing, in terms of feeling like you belong, in terms of feeling, you know what, I'm not alone, because you're not. So yeah, if you're new to me, hello, I'm Michelle Therese. I am an author. I am a mental health campaigner, passionate one. I'm a motivational speaker, and I do a lot of these videos here on YouTube. If you've got any questions at all to ask me, please put them in the comments. If you want to ask me anything else, like what's your favourite cap, what's your favourite music, do ask and I will answer, because I love getting to know my new subscribers, and I hope that's what you become today. So yeah, it's International Women's Day today. And I'm going to shout out an amazing person who runs Sex Abuse Chat over on Twitter Spaces. And her name is Rachel Thompson. She's become a very close friend of mine over the past 3-4 months. She's an amazing person. She's an abuse survivor, unfortunately. She's an author of about 6 or 7, 8 books that talk about, growing from the trauma and mental health awareness and just becoming better. And she's also written books about marketing and about helping people become, better at marketing books. She's an inspiration, and these sex abuse chats have changed my life, and they are changing a lot of people's lives in terms of the safety, in terms of the integrity and honesty. But first of all, I'm going to say what Twitter Spaces is. Twitter Spaces is audio only, like this is video. So Twitter Spaces is literally just audio, which is helping a hell of a lot of people that might not want to show the face, or just shy, or just don't want to. And that's okay. And even when you're on Twitter Spaces, you don't have to speak. You can literally just listen, and that's perfectly okay, especially in Rachel's space. Rachel in the OC is this lady's tag, and I've put the link to her sex abuse space in the link in the description, and I do advise you check it out. But let me tell you a few more things about it first. The reason why I'm saying this particular space is because of its safety. It's because the people that I've met in this space are genuine survivors, the people that do care, and there is a lot of safety in place. And what I mean by safety is the fact that she doesn't just allow anybody to speak. If you're brand new, she probably won't let you speak unless you've listened a few times and got to know her, etc. And that is to stop spammers and abuse, which is a good thing, right? Because on Instagram, you get a lot of these rude bots and a lot of nastiness. I've noticed it's probably getting worse on Instagram and Facebook for just nastiness. I posted in a group on Facebook not that long ago. I write a lot, as you may know, about suicide, about mental health awareness and what I've been through, etc. And I posted something in a Facebook group, and I got someone laughing and being really horrible. In Rachel's spaces, there is none of that, ever. And there is no pressure to speak. If you literally just want to listen, that is A-okay. Because I'm going to go back to that first point that I said. Healing sometimes is in the form of listening and feeling like belonging. Especially for me, it helps my mental health. Just listening to other people's inspiring stories. You know, knowing that I'm not alone, knowing that, okay, other people have been through it. That really could make a huge difference to your mental health. And I encourage you to do that because, you know, we've just come out of a pandemic and a lot of people might not have been able to access a physical support group. And I'm telling you, this is a very good alternative to that. I always attend these sex abuse spaces. Normally, sometimes I'm not available because I'm quite busy, but I'm normally there. So I can easily guide you through it as well, and I'm sure Rachel would as well. So yeah, she's an amazing person. If you'd like to stay on Facebook or whatever, you know, other social media you choose, I do run a mental health support campaigning group called Fighting for Better Mental Health Services in the UK. And I vet every single person that is attempting to join that group. And what I mean by that is I ask them a load of questions and I speak to them for a couple of days before I even let them in that group. So every single person, I've got a couple of thousand people in that group, they're all genuine, decent people. This is what me and other people are trying to create, you know. The mental health system in the UK is utterly shite. There isn't one. I call it a shambles. There isn't one. And I think this is the time more than ever, you know, to band together and actually help each other out as survivors. And actually say, you know what, I'm going to listen to that person, or, you know, I'm going to share that article, or I'm going to just listen to that person's story because that might make a world of a difference. And this is why Twitter Spaces is changing the game for mental health. Because it's free. You know, you don't need to, you know, pay any money, or a lot of these apps and stuff like, oh yeah, you can get free therapy and stuff, but nah. Twitter Spaces is a good therapy option in that sense. Like, not an alternative to professional counselling, but what I'm saying is sometimes all people need is someone to listen to. And Rachel Thompson, Rachel in the OC, gives you that. I also run a Twitter space on a Sunday, Writer's World. I do often talk about mental health because I always write about mental health. I always have different guests on every single week. I've got a surprise guest this Sunday. I know exactly who it's going to be. You'll have to find out who it is. If you are a writer, or you like words, or you like rapping, spoken word, or just are curious, again, link in the description. You can come and listen on a Sunday. It's either 4 or 5 p.m. UK time. I don't know what that is in California or New York time. I think it's 11 a.m, is it? I'm not sure. I think it is. Twitter Spaces is popping and it's where it's at right now. You know, there's a lot of marketing work being done on Twitter Spaces, and I'm seeing that and I'm watching that. And I'm seeing how people are growing as people and expanding their businesses. But I'm just going to rein it in and keep it at mental health. If you want someone to listen to, and if you want a safe, supportive space, and if you are a survivor, please join the sex abuse chat or speak to Rachel Thompson about it. It could really change your life and make a world of difference. You know, you're not alone. And people genuinely do care. I'm one of them. Rachel's one of them. And I'm going to shout out one more person while I'm here. And I'm going to shout out Dr. J, who hosts the Sexuality Space on a Wednesday. Again, that is a very safe space. Good manners. It's not a free-for-all. Put your hand up to speak. They don't allow racists and homophobics in there. Again, you know, if you want to talk about being gay, or if you want to talk about marriage or partner or whatever, you know, sexuality, love, divorce, sex, being a lesbian, that is a good space to join. That's a sexuality space. And I've put the link again in the description. That might make a difference to your life. You might want to discuss being gay. You might want to discuss sex. What, you know, it's another safe space. You might be being bullied because you're gay. Again, Dr. J. She does care, and she's changing the game over on Twitter again. So, let's show some love for Rachel Thompson and Dr. J. That's it. I'm gonna go now. Thank you for listening. And like I said, if you've got any suggestions or comments or want to get involved, like if you want to share your work on my Sunday Write as Well space, please do. I'm going to be doing more on here as well. But yeah, stay in touch. Oh, I'm going to say this as well. Sorry for rambling. I'm going to start doing music reviews on another channel because I fucking love music. You probably all know that I love LL Cool J. I love Tupac. I love all the old school, like Public Enemy and all that, like the proper old school. If I start reviewing music on another channel, what do you think about that? Just let me know in the comments. What is your favourite music? Like, just let me know. Would you like that? Would you think it's interesting? Would you get involved? Just let me know. And I'm going to go now to have my dinner. It's been Michelle Therese. Never ever give up. People do care. I care. Rachel cares. Dr. J cares. Peace. Thank you for watching. Good night.